Today on Rappler. The National Telecommunications Commission orders the owner of SMNI to cease radio and TV operations. 2 Ukrainian women and a Filipina say they were sexually abused by preacher Apollo Quiboloy. 24 senators reject the House of Representatives' move to change the charter through a people's initiative. President Marcos brushes off allegations of bribery in exchange for signatures in a people's initiative. President Marcos says the Philippines is not cooperating with the International Criminal Court. The Diocese of Borongan calls for the end of mining in the entire island of Samar. And President Marcos is unfazed by criticism surrounding his chopper ride to Coldplay's concert. The National Telecommunications Commission orders the business behind Sunshine Media Network International or SMNI to cease the operations of its radio and television stations. The order addressed to Sara Media Corporation is dated January 18 and made public Tuesday, January 23. SMNI is facing an administrative case over supposed violations of its franchise. SMNI operations were supposed to be suspended for 30 days last December after its 2 shows were temporarily ordered off-air for 14 days by the MTRCB. Sara allegedly did not strictly comply with the order. The company is also ordered to explain in writing within 15 days why it failed to strictly comply with the initial 30-day suspension order. 2 Ukrainian women, both former members of the Davao-based Kingdom of Jesus Christ, allege they were sexually abused by controversial doomsday preacher Apollo Quiboloy. The 2 women, identified only as Sofia and Nina, claimed they were raped by Quiboloy while serving as his pastorals. In the KOJC, pastorals are women who serve as close aides of Quiboloy, with some allegedly being turned into spiritual wives. A Filipino, identified only as Amanda, also testifies about how the preacher allegedly raped her when she was still a minor. The Senate Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality orders Quiboloy to be subpoenaed after he failed to show up during its hearing. Senator Risa Ontiveros says the subpoena will be the committee's 3rd attempt to ask Quiboloy to face the committee.
Hindi po kayo anak ng Diyos na exempt sa otoridad ng Estado.
In a strongly worded manifesto signed by 24 senators, the Senate rejects the House of Representatives' initiative for charter change through a supposed people's initiative. Senate President Mig Zubiri reads the manifesto during the upper chamber's regular session on Tuesday, January 23.
While it seems simple, my dear friends, the goal is apparent: to make it easier to revise the Constitution by eliminating the Senate from the equation.
Zubiri also shares concerns that once constitutional amendments go beyond the economic provisions, it may also include lifting term limits that will allow politicians to stay longer in power. The Senate President also slams the House's push to amend the Constitution through a constitutional assembly where the Senate will, quote, have a dispensable and diluted role in charter change. Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva, meantime, calls on the Commission on Elections to invalidate signatures on the People's Initiative it received. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. brushes aside allegations of bribery in exchange for signatures in a people's initiative. In an ambush interview, Marcos says he was aware of reports that government benefits were being promised to people who would provide their signatures to the charter change campaign. Some lawmakers alleged the Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation Subsidy program is being weaponized to obtain signatures. The president has yet to make a categorical stance on charter change, but says the administration is studying the merits of amendments on economic provisions. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. says the Philippines is not cooperating with the International Criminal Court. This, days after former Senator Antonio Trillanes claimed ICC investigators entered the country in December and already obtained evidence against former President Rodrigo Duterte. Marcos says the government will not lift a finger to help any investigation that the ICC conducts, but says he is allowing ICC investigators to visit the country as, quote, ordinary people. Meantime, Vice President Sara Duterte says, quote, she will not be part of a process that will not only embarrass her country, but also erode the dignity of our judges, courts, and the whole Philippine justice system. She says she will only face any charge against her before a Filipino judge and only before a Filipino court. The Diocese of Borongan holds a prayer rally calling for the immediate end to mining in the entire island of Samar. Bishop Crispin Varquez urges attendees to be more circumspect of what is happening with the environment and the world.
Kay kung ano man ang nadamage sa part ng kaligupan sa bugos sa kalibutan, it will affect sa kabugusan. Kung maruba ang umunhon, apektado ang bugos nga Pilipinas, apektado ang bugos sa kalibutan. Kay lahat ng bagay sa mundo na ginawa ng Diyos ay may kaugnayan, kasama na po ang tao.
He adds the diocese is very much disturbed by escalating mining activities on Homonhon Island in Giwan Town. The island has rich deposits of mineral resources such as chromite and nickel. Early last year, Varquez issued a statement calling on the government to do something about the mining operations on Homonhon Island. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. seems unfazed by criticism surrounding his chopper ride to Coldplay's concert last Friday, January 19. Marcos tells reporters the concert was, quote, unmissable. Asked whether he likes to watch concerts in his free time, Marcos says, quote, by now you would have known I'm a music lover. I have been for a long time. I studied music for many years. Photos of the presidential chopper went viral on social media after concert-goers learned Marcos and his family flew via chopper to the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Thousands of other concert-goers braved the heavy traffic just to attend the same event. The controversy prompted a statement from the presidential security group saying they decided to use the presidential chopper due to an influx of concert-goers as well as traffic complications. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.